The Costa del Sol. You can just picture it, right? The sun, the beaches, that incredible lifestyle. It's the dream for so many people. But here's the thing. Buying that dream home, it can go from a dream to a total nightmare fast. So today, we're going to break down how to make sure that dream actually becomes a reality and you do it safely.
Yeah, it's really a tale of two different experiences. On the one hand, you've got the dream, right? The sunshine, the amazing food, playing golf whenever you want. But on the other hand, well, there's the reality that a lot of foreign buyers run into. And that reality is just full of confusion, a ton of risk, and honestly, some really nasty, expensive surprises. And look, the pull is strong. I get it. It's so easy to see why people just want to own a little piece of that paradise. It feels like it should be simple, straightforward.
But, and this is a big but, that's exactly where the danger is hiding, in that feeling of simplicity. The truth is, buying a home in another country with totally different laws, a different language, it's almost never as easy as it looks on the surface. In fact, we see foreign buyers make the same 7, let's call them costly mistakes, over and over again when they try to do it all themselves. But here's the good news, and it's really good news. Every single one of them is avoidable. Okay, so you're probably wondering what can go wrong. Well, let's get into it. We're going to break down these pitfalls one by one so you know exactly what to keep an eye out for. All right, number 1. This is the first big mistake, and it starts exactly where you think it would. And that's by only looking online. You go on the big property websites like Idealista or Fotocasa, and you think, wow, I'm seeing everything that's for sale. But you're not. Not even close. You're actually getting a super limited and, frankly, often misleading picture of the market. We call this the online trap. You end up wasting so much time chasing what we call ghost properties. The ones that were actually sold months ago but are still listed. And you completely miss out on the best properties, which are often sold off market. It's just a huge time waster because all the important details are just not there. And that leads us right into the next big pitfall. Number 2. And that is believing everything you read in that perfectly looking online ad. Come on, you've seen them. The stunning photos, the glowing descriptions. It's pure marketing. And a lot of the time, it's designed to hide the real story, like the noisy highway next door, the serious damp issues, or even illegal extensions that could become a huge problem for you. Okay, this next one, number 3, is a massive financial trap. It's not understanding the real market value of a property. I mean, think about it. As a foreign buyer, how are you supposed to know what a place is really worth? The truth is, without that deep local knowledge, it is so easy to overpay and buy a lot. This chart here, it shows you the problem perfectly. You've got the asking price, which is what the seller wants. Then you have what we call the emotional price. That's what you're willing to pay because you fell in love with the view. But way down here is the actual local market price. And that huge gap between them, that's just money you're throwing away. And yeah, that emotional price thing, that's the perfect gateway to our next mistake, number 4. Falling in love too fast. This is a classic. You see that amazing sea view and bam, suddenly you don't even notice the busy road right below, or the ancient plumbing, or the fact that there's a plot next door where a new building is about to go up and block your sun forever. Your emotions just completely take over your common sense. Okay, moving on from the heart to the head. Mistake number 5 is a whole different kind of problem. It's like walking through a legal minefield. And that's not checking the legal documents properly. The paperwork in Spain can be incredibly complex. You've got the notice simple, you've got debt certificates, building licenses. If you miss one tiny detail in all that, you could be setting yourself up for a massive legal headache later on. All right, number 6. This one can be one of the most expensive mistakes of all. Poor negotiation. It goes back to that emotion thing. Most buyers negotiate with their heart, but the sellers and their agents, they're playing chess. They're strategic. They understand how to apply pressure. If you don't have an expert in your corner, you're walking into that negotiation at a massive disadvantage right from the get-go. And finally, mistake number 7. This is the one that gets almost everybody. It's the big surprise at the end. Underestimating all the extra costs. Seriously, the price you agree on for the house, that is just the tip of the iceberg. So many buyers make a budget based on the asking price, and then they completely forget about the mountain of taxes and fees that come after.
Just take a look at this breakdown. It's a real shocker for a lot of people. The purchase price itself might only be, say, 75% of what you'll actually spend in total. You got to add on taxes, legal fees, notary costs, maybe even money for renovations or furniture. All these extras can easily add another 15% or even more to your final bill.
Okay, so after all that doom and gloom, you're probably thinking, great, what's the solution? How do you actually avoid all these mistakes and buy with confidence? Well, the answer is actually really simple. You don't do it alone. You get a personal real estate advisor. And listen, this is the absolute key difference. An advisor works exclusively for you, the buyer. That's it. Their only goal is to protect your interests. They couldn't care less about making a sale for the seller. They're on your team. And this is exactly how an advisor solves all those problems we've just talked about. Worried you're going to overpay? They pull up the real data to show you what the fair market value is. Confused by all that legal paperwork? They go through every single line for you. Not a great negotiator? They step in and do it objectively and strategically for you. And all those hidden costs, they lay them all out for you right at the start. No more surprises. At the end of the day, what you're really getting is peace of mind. You get access to the entire market, not just what's online. You get objective analysis, expert negotiation, legal security, and absolute clarity on your budget. You add all that up, and what do you have? Total confidence that you're making a great decision.
Look, let's be honest. Your dream home in the Costa del Sol is probably one of the biggest, most important investments you'll ever make. So the final question really is, are you doing everything you can to protect it?